us, Cherise Desper. She is with the Restoration Fellowship Church. She's the choir director, also part of the praise team. She also directs the Firm Foundation's Christian preschool, and she is simply delightful. Cherise, whenever you're ready.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, we've got our Little League campers here. Our campers, guys, head out. Grab a spot. These are the campers from the Strasburg Express baseball camp this week. We had about 35 kids. Had a great turnout. Not all of them are here tonight. You guys can scatter out and take any position you want.
First pitch. All right.
While they're going out, I want to talk about the first pitch. Tonight's game is presented by the Swing for Health campaign. You've seen the posters and heard us talk about it. That's featuring our new partner, Diabetes Reversal Group. We are pleased to present tonight Bob Barulli, the Chief Revenue Officer of Diabetes Reversal Group. For over 16 years, DRG has helped type 2 diabetics reverse their disease, and now they brought that program to the Valley. Even if you're not living with type 2, chances are you love someone who does. Bob Marulli is the Chief Revenue Officer of Diabetes Reversal Group. He's played a key role in scaling their growth over the past 9 years. He's a Boston native, grew up playing Little League, never lost a love for a game or for showing up and competing, and that's driven him through a decade of leadership and business development, which has brought him to Strasburg tonight. At DRG, he works alongside physicians and patients every day with a program to help thousands of people reclaim their health from type 2 diabetes. You can get information, pamphlets around the stadium, and also you can click on the QR code on the posters. He is here to throw out the first pitch tonight in a community full of hardworking families who deserve access to real solutions, and that's what DRG tries to provide. So whenever you're ready, give it a toss. All right, that's a strike even in the Valley League.
The 2026 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park at Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight as we get ready for a division matchup here between the 5-4 Strasburg Express and the 6-5 Winchester Royals. I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. 6 o'clock baseball here on the weekends in Strasburg, and we are already ready to get going here tonight. Cooper Moss, the right-hander from the University of Florida, now in the transfer portal, deals a ball at 6:03, and we are underway. The count is 1-0 to the leadoff man, Bodie Pullen. 1-0 is in there for a strike. Lineup tonight for the Winchester Royals, leading off the center fielder, Bodie Pullen. Batting second is Jamie Padilla, the left fielder. Batting third is Brody Connors, the third baseman. Batting fourth is Cameron Tellefson, the DH. 1-1 from Moss. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's down for a hit. The leadoff single here for Pullen and the Royals here in the top of the first. Rest of the lineup, Troy Davis bats fifth and plays right. Batting sixth is the catcher, J.P. Williams. Batting seventh is Cooper Harris, the first baseman. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Ryan Maxey. And batting ninth tonight for the Winchester Royals, Zach Fortman, the shortstop. Leadoff man on, nobody out here. Top of the first, Cooper Moss. This is his second appearance of the summer, and his first pitch to Padilla misses, ball one. Strasburg coming off of a loss last night to the Woodstock River Bandits. Strasburg still trying to get into a groove. They've played mostly 500 baseball all the way through to this point. 1-0, the runner goes, the pitch is low, throw to second, not in time. And in the second safely with a stolen base for Bodie Pullen. So runner already in scoring position here for the Winchester Royals. And appreciate everyone joining us tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, here on the 13th of June in 2026. 2-0 to Jamie Padilla, the left fielder. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be a tough play, and it gets through for a base hit. And they're holding the runner at third there. Not sure what happened base running-wise for the Royals. Should have easily been a run. Instead, holding at third is Pullen. It'll be first and third and one out here in the top of the first for Winchester. So Moss in some early trouble here in the top of the first inning. Strasburg enters with a team ERA fourth in the league. First pitch is a strike, and the runner heads to second. It'll be another stolen base. So second and third, nobody out now. Strasburg enters with a 5.95 ERA. They come in as the third best hitting team in the league at 284 behind Purcellville and Waynesboro. 0-1. Breaking ball, that just misses from Moss. Cooper out of Panama City Beach, Florida. 6'3" right-hander, 225. 1-1 the pitch. Swing, and that is blooped into right. Castillo comes in. He's going to make the catch. And coming home to score. Ball is all the way through, and a sac fly RBI makes it 1-0 here in the top of the first. That's the first time Strasburg has allowed first inning runs this year at home.
Now batting the DH also from Old Dominion, number 42, Cameron Tellefson.
So one out, sac fly RBI for Brody Connors, and here's Cameron Tellefson, the DH. Numbers for Moss entering the game. Again, just one appearance, an ERA of 3.00. Allowed 2 hits, a run, walked 1, and struck out 3. And a loss to Purcellville. All right, Tellefson, the batter from ODU, and he takes a breaking ball. That just misses, 1-0. Close pitch is not going the way of Moss so far. Is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Again, talked about Winchester. They come in with the second worst batting average in the league. They are at 205. 1-1. Swinging a check swing pop up to the mound. Moss coming up, says he has it, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. So Tellefson tried to stop his swing, but he was going around and just got enough of it to pop it up, and Moss with the easy catch for the second out.
The right fielder from East Stroudsburg, number 8, Troy Davis.
Here's Troy Davis. Davis enters hitting .270. He is 10 for 37, has a double, a triple, and 9 runs driven in. Davis out of East Stroudsburg University. Moss trying to hold him to a run here. First pitch misses. Defense tonight for Strasburg, some new faces in the lineup and a new but familiar face in the lineup from last year's team. In the outfield, Williams in left. Paul Osting makes his return to the Express. He's in center. And Eddie Castillo is in right. 1-0 the count. The pitch. That misses. Two and 0 now. Hitters count for the Winchester right fielder, Troy Davis. Cooper Moss deals. That is fisted off the hands, first base side, fielded over there nicely by Brown, takes it to the bag, and that'll do it in the top of the first. So Moss allows the 1 run, but does a nice job limiting it to just that run. Strasburg coming to bat for the first time. When we return, they'll be facing the right-hander from High Point, Jack Carey. You're watching Express Baseball here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. On the mound tonight for the Winchester Royals, the southpaw from High Point University, Jack Carey. And he will face Colton Schwartz. Schwartz with a base hit to center field in the first pitch he sees. Schwartz was the starting second baseman for the University of Florida for most of the season before he was injured. And he doesn't waste any time. Base hit right up the middle. One of the better swings we've seen all year from the Express, and it comes on the first pitch that Schwartz sees. So he's batting 1,000 in his first plate appearance. Colton hails from Jupiter, Florida, 6'1" right-hander. Batting second here, another new member of the Express, the third baseman from the University of Auburn, Tanner Waldrop, and he takes outside. Batting third is Marshall McGowan. He's the DH. Batting fourth, Sam Brown, first baseman. Batting fifth is Madden Williams, the left fielder. Batting sixth, Eddie Castillo, the right fielder. 1-0 to Tanner Waldrop. That's outside, 2-0. Batting seventh to shortstop Baylor Roberts. Batting eighth and playing and doing the catching is Will Broderick. And batting ninth in his return to Strasburg, 2025 EBL champion Paul Ostings in center. 2-0 now to Tanner Waldrop, the third baseman. First plate appearance of the season. And he takes that for a strike. Okay, 2-1. Waldrop hails from Auburn, Alabama, 6'1", 210. Schwartz at first. Carey checks him and deals. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him, 2-2. Again, Winchester entering with a record of 6-5. They are just percentage points behind Strasburg in the standings, who are 5-4. Two. And Waldrop takes a little bit, must have been a little bit down, a little bit away. 3-2, count full. See if Swartz is on the move here. Marshall McGowan, the DH, is on deck. Carey checks the runner and deals. Runner does not go, and the pitch is fouled off. Hits a clipboard in the Winchester dugout, or on the outside of the dugout, and knocks it over. That pitch was way in on Waldrop. He decided to go after it and got a piece, so we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. See if Strasburg can get something going here in the first. Waldrop takes high, ball 4. So he draws the walk, and that'll put men on first and second with nobody out here for the Express in the bottom of the first. The night started pretty well last night at Woodstock for the Express. They scored 2 runs in the top of the first. They had a base running blunder, which they've had plenty of those so far this year. Probably should have scored 3. They gave up 1 in the bottom of the first inning, and they just, offense couldn't get going after that. They scored just 1 run over the next 8 innings in the loss to the River Bandits. All right, here's Marshall McGowan. He's back in the lineup tonight, and he takes a strike in there. It is 0-1. Again, Strasburg comes in as the 3rd best hitting team in the Valley League with an average of .284. The Express with 8 home runs, 61 RBIs. McGowan, the leading hitter for the Express. He's 10 for 20 with 2 doubles, a home run, and 8 RBIs. The right-hander awaits the pitch. That also in there for a strike. McGowan can't believe it, 0-2. McGowan out of Western Carolina University, hails from Forest City, North Carolina, 6'2" right-hander, 235. Facing the lefty Carey from Denver, Colorado. 0-2, swing and a miss. Struck him out on 3 pitches. And McGowan down for the first out here in the bottom of the first. With 1 out, that will bring up the Strasburg first baseman, Sam Brown. Brown out of Gulf Coast State College, out of Waverly Hall, Georgia. 6-foot lefty, 230. Strasburg has several lefties in the lineup tonight. You got to think that gives a little bit of an advantage to the left-handed pitcher. The pitch. Brown takes a breaking ball right there for a strike, 0-1. So suddenly it looks like Jack Carey is locked back in here after giving up the leadoff hit on the first pitch and then the walk to Waldrop. 0-1 to Sam Brown. That's up and in. Brown has been really good at the plate so far for the Express, and 22 at-bats. He's hitting .455. 4 doubles, 5 RBIs. Still looking for that first home run. Slugging over 630. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. Had him way out in front. 1-2. This is the 3rd time these 2 teams are meeting up so far this year. The Express have won the first 2 matchups. 1 here and 1 in Winchester. That win at Winchester is the only road win of the year the Express have to this point. They're undefeated here at home, 1-2. That's high, 2-2. 4-0 at home, 1-4 on the road. They just have not been able to put it all together on the road to this point. Last night was one of their better pitching performances. Unfortunately for them, they just couldn't get the hitting going. Faced a really good arm out of the River Bandits bullpen. 2-2. Breaking ball misses, 3-2. Well, another trade of Sam Brown as he walks a lot. He's walked 10 times and been hit twice. On base percentage, nearly .650. Payoff pitch coming up here from Carey. Swinging a ground ball to first. That's going to eat up the first baseman and get past him. 1 run is going to score, and moving to third is Waldrop. It'll be an RBI single for Sam Brown and the Express have a 1-1 tie here off the RBI single from Brown. That ball was tattooed to first, took a nasty hop past Harris and rolled down the line. And the go-ahead run moves to third for the Express. RBI single for Brown, and that is his 6th RBI of the year. Runners at first and third now with 1 out for Madden Williams, the left fielder. Madden out of Sanford from Nashville, Tennessee. 5'10" right-hander, 205. He takes right there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Both teams with 2 hits so far. Strasburg still threatening here. Bottom of the first, trying to reclaim the lead. Or claim the lead. 0-1. That's high, 1-1. Numbers on the year for Jack Carey. He entered this game 4 2/3 with a 1.93 ERA. So giving up a couple of hits here and a run. Madden swings and drives one to right center field. Davis is there to make the catch. Tagging from third is Waldrop. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's cut off, and scoring from third and giving the Express the lead on the sac fly RBI there. It's Madden Williams. 2-1 Strasburg here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting the right fielder from the University of New Orleans, number 7, Eddie Castillo.
That's a rare sacrifice fly for the Express. Had just 8 coming in. They get one there. So now runner at first with 2 outs, and here's Eddie Castillo. Eddie's trying to get heated back up at the plate again. He's cooled off after a hot start and trying to get going here against the lefty Carey. That pitch is called a strike. That was a breaking ball. Castillo not happy. And the count is 0-1. Eddie from the University of New Orleans, from Tallahassee, Florida. He loves hitting in this ballpark. 0-1. Swinging a pop-up behind the plate, and that's going to get out of play behind us. Dimensions here at First Bank Park. It's a home run ballpark. It's a hitter's ballpark. 300 feet down the left and right field lines, and to center, the deepest part of the park, at 365. Quickly 0-2 to Eddie Castillo. And he takes high on a fastball. It's good to be back here. We've had a lot of rain in our area, at least. There's been some scares. Got rained out 2 nights in a row, so we'll have a makeup game here Monday against Harrisonburg. We thought we might get rained out last night at Woodstock, but we got to play. 1-2, and that's a little bit high, just high, 2-2. To Eddie Castillo. That's not close. Breaking ball misses. 3-2. 3-2 coming up. Runner will be on the move here on the pitch. Carey sets and deals, and that misses. Ball 4, and the Express will prolong this inning, at least another hitter. Second walk of the inning for Carey, and the Express have first and second with just 2 outs. And it brings up the shortstop from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, Baylor Roberts. So a visit to the mound there by the catcher, Williams. 2-1 our score, bottom of the first. 26 pitches to this point for the lefty Carey. Baylor Roberts looking to add on here. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Playable in the infield. Maxey coming in. Davis, but it'll be the pitcher calling and making the catch, and that'll do it. Here in the bottom of the first, Strasburg scores 2. They strand 2. We're through 1. Saturday night baseball from First Bank Park. Express lead it, and we'll return after this on the Express Baseball Network. Back to play here in the top of the second. You may have seen during the half-inning break there, our Strasburg starting pitcher Cooper Moss went tumbling off the front of the mound. Appeared to be wincing, but he's back into playing, or he's back to the mound. He threw some warm-up pitches. He was okay, so glad to see that Cooper is okay after, I don't know if he got his cleat stuck in the mound or what happened there, but we were watching his warm-up pitches and lost his footing and fell forward. You just were hoping he didn't fall on his arm or his shoulder. 0-1. And a nice breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. So the Express offense has given Cooper a lead to work with here, 2-1. Count is quickly 0-2 to the catcher, J.P. Williams from Shenandoah University up the road in Winchester. Fastball misses up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moss has very good velocity. Pitched at Purcellville last time out, and he was in the 90, 92, 93, maybe even up to 94 range velocity-wise. 1-2 to Williams. And a breaking ball frozen for a strike 3 called. And that'll be the first out here in the second inning, and the first punch out for the right-hander Cooper Moss.
Alcorn State University, number 25, Cooper Harris.
So with 1 out here in the second inning, here is the first baseman, Cooper Harris. Harris from Alcorn State, and he pops the first pitch up. Catcher Broderick calling, has room, just enough room back there to make the catch, and a quick second out here in the second inning. So 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting the second baseman from St. John's River State College, number 1, Ryan Maxey.
And it brings up Ryan Maxey, the second baseman. Maxey out of St. John's River State College. 5'9" left-hander. Bats here with nobody on and 2 outs. And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Maxey chops one first base side, foul, quickly 0-2. Ryan enters play hitting a .188. Those have a home run and 5 runs driven in. Cooper Moss looking for a quick inning here. Try to get his team back to the batter's box. 0-2. Breaking ball. Woo, just missing. 1-2. It's been off the plate a little bit. Strasburg 2, Winchester 1. We play here in the top of the second. Swinging a ground ball, foul. First base side, going out and getting that one was Maxey. And the battle will continue. Ball sets and deals. That's fouled back, and we'll do it again.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a freeze pop.
Hot night, but a beautiful night nonetheless for summer baseball here in the Shenandoah Valley. One-two. Swinging a fly to right field. Castillo backing up. He has plenty of room. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Cooper Moss with a 1-2-3, top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg coming to bat when we return. Will Broderick, the catcher from the University of Virginia, leads off, and the first pitch misses, ball 1. Strasburg leading 2-1. Make sure you stay with us in the third inning. We will have a special guest, part of the new partnership between the Valley League and Diabetes Reversal Group. 1-0, swing and a foul ball. We'll have the COO of the company, Bobby Murilli. Big-time baseball fan. He's been in the area watching games this week. 1-1 the count to Broderick. And he takes a little bit outside. 2-1 is high. 3-1 to the catcher, Broderick. Will was injured in the last game against Winchester on a foul ball, but he's back in the lineup tonight for the first time since then. He hails from San Antonio, Texas, and he swings and fouls it straight back. The count's full 3-2. Got to say, he's had some good cuts and limited at-bats. He's played a good catching, a good fielding position back there behind the plate, and he's hustled. That's all you can ask for. 3-2 to the catcher, Will Broderick, leading off here in the bottom of the second. And he swings and fouls another one off. Three-two, up and in, nearly hit him. A leadoff walk. You know how people, what I think about those. Here to start the bottom of the second.
Now batting for Express, the center fielder from Western Illinois University, and welcome back, number 10, Paul Osting.
So Paul Osting to the plate for the first time here in 2026. Think back to Game 1 of the championship series last year. Osting with the walk-off base hit against the Charlottesville Tom Sox. The game-winning hit, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Osting out of Western Illinois University from Louisville, Kentucky. Playing center field tonight, the switch hitter. First plate appearance of the summer, and the count is 1-1. One. Swinging a foul out of play. One ball, two strikes. Nobody out. One-two from the lefty Carey. Swing and a foul past head coach Phil Betterly. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Again, weekend games here in 2026 are 6 o'clock starts. So that means tomorrow night when we return against the Front Royal Cardinals, it will also be a 6 o'clock start. 1-2 to Osting. The pitch. And a called strike three. So Paul goes down looking for the first out of the second inning, and it brings up the second baseman, Colton Schwartz. Schwartz was quick to get a base hit his first time up. On the first pitch, it was a line drive base hit to center, and he bats here for the second time, batting 1,000. And he takes down and in, ball one. Again, Schwartz with serious action as the starting second baseman for the Florida Gators for most of the season until he got banged up late. Batting leadoff here tonight for the Express. 1-0, wave and a miss on a changeup, 1-1. One. That's low. 2 balls and a strike now. Two one, low, 3-1. And chopped foul counts full. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and grounded to third. Picked up nicely, throw to first is in time. Swartz is out, runner moves to second. And there are 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 20, Tanner Waldrop.
Now Tanner Waldrop looking to drive in the run and give the Express a 2-run advantage here. Waldrop will walk his first time, and he swings and misses. Big hack, it's 0-1. Oh, 1. Waldrop waves and misses, quickly 0-2. Both teams with 2 hits apiece to this point. And the lefty, Jack Carey, looking for a little bit of an easier inning here. If he can get the punch out or get the out of Waldrop. Swinging a ground ball into the Royals dugout, still 0-2. So if it gets an out here, that would prove that the leadoff walk actually didn't result in runs, which is rare. Broderick walked to lead off the inning, then a strikeout, looking, a ground out, and an 0-2 count here to Waldrop. Swinging a fister down the third base side, it's going to go foul. We'll do it again at 0-2. Pitch count getting up there already for Carey. This will be number 50. Pitch count did not stop the River Bandits last night. Their starter went 6 innings, went over 100 pitches. He went 6, and then they went to Connor Clybourne, who we saw here on Sunday. He went 3 innings, struck out 8 members of the Express, allowing a couple of hits and earning the save for the River Bandits. 0-2 again to Waldrop. Swing and a miss. And that will do it here in the second. Strasburg leaves a man in scoring position. We're through 2 and off to the third. We'll return after this here on the Express Baseball Network.
University of the South, shortstop, number 27, Zach Portman.
Winchester coming to bat for the third time tonight. They'll send up 8, 9, and 1. Zach Fortman, Bodie Pullen, and Jamie Padilla. Zach Fortman, the shortstop for the Royals. He is out of the University of the South from Clinton, South Carolina. Facing the righty Cooper Moss, and the pitch is swung on and popped up into straightaway center. Shallow center coming in is Osting, still coming in. He makes the running catch. And another quick out for the Royals. One pitch, one out to start the third.
Center fielder number 2, Bodie Pullen.
Back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Bodie Pullen, the center fielder. He singled to right his first time up, stole second, and scored on the sac fly by Brody Connors. Bodie Pullen from the University of Richmond, the Spiders. He takes down in the dirt. Hails from Winchester, 6'2", 190. Showing bunt, pulling back and taking a little bit up, 2-0. Cooper Moss, third inning of work here tonight in his second appearance of the summer. Sets and deals, breaking ball in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Still a hitter's count for Pullen. Gets the fastball, but he pops it up in the infield. Third baseman calling and making the catch. It's Waldrop. And there's 2 outs. And it brings up Jamie Padilla, the left fielder. Padilla from Shenandoah University. .30 pitches to this point for Moss through 2 2/3. The pitch. Swinging a line drive, ground ball up the middle. It's a base knock. And 2-out base runner for the Royals.
Third baseman number 7, Brody Connors.
That's just right back from the casino. I want to stop and say hello. Nice to meet you. Y'all doing all right? Any score? Any score?
Express lead 2-1. Got a special guest up here in the press box, Bob Weiss. Hall of Famer. The pitch. That misses down and away, 1-0. Coming to check out some Saturday night baseball here out of the North Division. 1 ball, no strikes to Brody Connors, the third baseman. Sac fly RBI back in the first. The pitch. And that misses, 2-0. So Jamie Padilla, 2 at-bats and 2 singles so far for the Royals. Hitter's count for Connors. And a check to first. Moss gets him back there. Still 2-0. The pitch. And must have been a little bit down and away, 3-0. And that's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swinging a high fly to right center. Osting on his horse in toward the gap. Raises, puts his glove up and makes the catch. Racing towards the wall. Nice running play out there by Paul Osting. who has some experience in this outfield, and I think it might have helped a little bit right there as he makes the running catch in the gap. And that'll do it in the top of the third. Winchester strands a man at first. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg coming to bat. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg coming up leading 2-1, and we've got a special guest, another special guest in the press box. This one we knew was coming. We'll get to that in just a second as the first pitch comes up here to Marshall McGowan. And nearly hitting him. So we talked about the partnership with Rick Furr, the new commissioner of the Valley League, between the VBL and DRG. The strong partnership that we have formed starting this season and running for at least a year. The 1-0 is swung on, and that's belted into left for a base hit. McGowan with a hit. Bobby Morelli joins us here tonight. And Bob, you're the CEO of the company, and you've been a great advocate for the type 2 diabetes, the reversal, and the program that we're trying to get correlated in with the Valley League. Could you tell our listeners a little bit about you, your background, and what you think about the Valley? You've been here a few times now, but I know you're from up north, and now you're in Texas.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I've been here a couple times this week. It's been a scorcher. Holy moly! But no, the partnership's great here. You know, Furr really gets it in regards to that. There's another option than managing this disease with these medications, the oral meds, the insulins. There's a whole different type of process that these folks can take in regards to reversal. It's just about taking that first step. You know, they've been used to something for so long, doing the same thing, waking up, taking their med, taking their insulin, eating what they want, and just dealing with it. But you got to make that first step, and that's what we're here to help folks do.
And I know a lot of work has gone into forming the partnership. Rick Furr, our new commissioner, been big in that, and obviously you and your team. 1-1 is in there for a called strike. We looked at the numbers and how prominent diabetes, but specifically type 2 diabetes, are in Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley. What stood out to you about that and the numbers? You know, how prominent it is in our area.
You know, it's prominent everywhere, but like you said, specifically here. But what really drew me in here is the whole concept of community with all these teams. You know, where you got host families taking in players for 3-4 months. And it's just incredible. Everybody's been so receptive. And like I said, it's just about these patients, these type 2 diabetics, just understanding that they got another choice.
And the partnership, for those that may not be familiar, it's Swing for Health. And you see the posters around the ballparks. You see them here. I'm looking at one right now in the dugout, visiting dugout here at the ballpark. Sam Brown struck out looking, and now the batter is Madden Williams. He takes a ball. Also, a lot of ways to get involved, specifically online. And we've got QR codes on these banners. We've got brochures, a lot of different ways to get involved. 1-0 to Madden Williams. That's called ball 2. Really want to encourage everyone to visit the Strasburg Express website. That is strasburgexpress.org. At the bottom of the site, it has the logo for DRG. You can get involved there. 2-0. And that's a called strike, 2-1. Now, Bob, you're a baseball guy. You're a Red Sox fan.
Oh, yeah.
That has to make this whole experience for you even more interesting, getting to do, partner with a baseball league. And I know 2-1, swing and a miss. I know for you, we came up and met a couple weeks ago, over a month now, and took a tour of Bing Crosby Stadium, just how unique a lot of these ballparks are around the Valley and how
Absolutely.
the Valley League stands out. Historic league. 2-2 is a ground ball to short. Probably should be 2. Fortman will go to the bag for second, back to first. It's a double play. And a 6-4-3 twin killing will do it here in the bottom of the third. Bobby, can we get you in the top of the fourth as well?
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
Stay with us. Strasburg leads 2-1. We'll be back after this here on the Express Baseball Network. Back to play. We go to the top of the fourth. Strasburg leading Winchester 2-1. Get back to our conversation with Bob Morelli. And Bob, we were talking about the partnership with the Valley League, Swing for Health, and DRG. First pitch to Cam Tellison's a strike. I talked about it, I didn't get too much into detail, where you go to the website, you click on the DRG logo, it takes you to the page, and a few steps to run through. Can you walk us through that process?
Absolutely. Yep. So that first step is just hit that logo, brings you to a nice Swing for Health campaign website, and all somebody has to do is just put in their first name, last name, email address. They'll get immediate access to watch a free 20-minute webinar, and it's going to educate them on their disease in first place that their doctor's not telling them, which is it's nobody's fault. Just to talk about a couple different things.
That ball is swung on and driven to left, and this game is tied as Cam Tellison from ODU hits it off the United Bank sign on United Bank night. Extra advertisement for them, and it's 2-2 tie game here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, and just that last thing is once they watch that webinar, then they'll have the understand everything about the program, what that lifestyle change will look like. We'll educate them even in the webinar on certain things they got to avoid for this process to work. I can give a little hint to everybody listening. One of the biggest eye-openers for folks is anything caffeine related is not allowed to go on this program. So that's an eye-opener for folks, but we'll help you with that, and we'll help you with cravings.
Great information there, and I know one big thing about the program is commitment is important, and I know that can be difficult for all sorts of different diseases or habits out there. 01 is fouled back, but commitment to the program and really investing your time and effort, I think that is really a big part of making it pay off for you at the end of the day.
Yep. And that's one of the biggest things as well, because we work alongside everybody with their doctor as well. Nobody's getting cut out of this equation. You know, when it's the right time to start reducing their medications, everybody makes that decision together.
0-2 and a called strike 3 as Cooper Moss picks up the strikeout of Troy Davis. And that is the second strikeout of the night for
The catcher,
Cooper
number
Moss.
26, J.P. Williams.
So you've been up here for a little while. I know you were planning on coming to see us earlier in the week, but weather had its say. Fortunately, you're able to pivot, and so you've gotten to see the Royals the second time this week. What is your overall take of the Valley? I know you're from up north, but you're down in Texas now. What are the differences you're seeing, weather-wise and terrain and everything like that?
Well, it's pretty interesting because coming from New England, originally we had a residence in Florida, and always we would take 81 to go back and forth. Add that hour or so instead of going through D.C., New York, and whatnot. So I was actually familiar with the area in general, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like I said, besides being a little warm these past couple of days.
Yes. Yeah.
But no, it's beautiful. Always used to stay along 81, whether it was Harrisonburg or Winchester or, it was about the halfway point also. So it was pretty cool to come on back here.
0-2 the count to J.P. Williams, the catcher, and that just misses off the plate. Moss thought he had him. Moss's pitch count nearing 50 here with one out in the top of the fourth. We've got ourselves a good ball game tonight, 2-2 our score. Winchester and Strasburg playing for the third time this season. Winchester trying to beat the Express for the first time this year, and these are important games even earlier in the season with them being North Division games. 1-2 breaking ball, that is ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Moss sets and delivers, and down and in, 3-2. Again, we encourage all of our listeners, head over to strasburgexpress.org. You can get more information. You can also head over to the Valley League website, but we encourage you to use our team website. You can get the information on DRG, and also there's plenty of opportunities at the ballpark if you're not wanting to do it online necessarily to start the process. You can get some information here, read about the program, and then you can go online and follow the process.
Absolutely.
To get involved. Again, we excited for this partnership between the Valley League and DRG. Swing for health, 3-2, and Moss swing. That pitch is fouled down the third base line by J.P. Williams, the catcher, and the count remains 3-2. So what do you think about our ballpark? It's a little.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. It fits like a glove.
Yes.
It fits like a glove. Everybody's packed in here. Good night. Clear skies.
3-2 and ball 4. That could be the end of the line. We'll see how much further Moss is going to go here. As a close pitch just misses to Williams, and the Royals have a base runner here with one out for Cooper Harris. Definitely a hitter's ballpark.
Oh, for sure.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
And every ballpark is different and unique in its own way in the Valley League. You think about Harrisonburg is home of JMU, which is more of a, straightaway center. There's like 410 or 420. So legit dimensions there at Veterans Memorial Park. Swing and a miss, 0-1. We've got Woodstock, which is kind of reversed of what you would think. The gaps are deep, but then center field is actually the short porch. 0-1. Swinging a chopper to short. That's going to be fielded by Roberts. They go to second for one. Relay back to first.
Nice.
In time, and another double play. This time turned by the Express, and that will do it here in the top of the fourth. Tellefson hits a home run to tie it. Bob, we want to thank you for being here tonight.
Absolutely.
It's always great to see you. And again, head over to strasburgexpress.org. Head to the bottom of our website where the logos are. You can find the DRG logo. Click on that and learn more about the partnership Swing for Health between the Valley League and Diabetes Reversal Group. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Score is 2-2. Back to baseball, we go to the bottom of the fourth. We've got ourselves a new ball game, 4-4. Strasburg sends up, 2-2. It'll be Castillo, Roberts, and Broderick. First pitch misses, 1-0. Left-hander Jack Carey still in the mound for the Royals. Castillo, who walked his first time up, now in a 1-1 count. Take a look around the Valley League at the VBL scoreboard here in just a moment. Castillo takes up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. 4 hits for the visiting Royals, 3 for the Express. 2-1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Two, swing and a foul tip. Held on to by the catcher. And the first out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Shortstop, number 9, Baylor Roberts.
1 up, 1 down. It brings up Baylor Roberts, the shortstop. All right, final score, Charlottesville with another win. They knock off Culpeper 5-3. Harrisonburg leading at Covington 5-0, bottom of the second. Woodstock and Front Royal, no score. That pitch is swung on and driven down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and it rolls into the corner. Rounding first into second, Baylor Roberts with a 1-out double here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch swinging, Roberts with the extra base hit.
Now man, catcher, number 1, William Broderick.
Brings up the catcher, Will Broderick. Broderick walked his only time up tonight. Express would love to get the lead back here in this half inning. That one misses outside, ball 1. One 0 is called ball 2, 2-0. Two and 0 hitters count, and Broderick watches that one all the way in as he nearly drops down to a knee. He takes it for a ball. It's in the dirt past the catcher, and moving to third on the wild pitch is Roberts. Tell you, if you go back and watch that, Broderick really watched that ball come in. 3-0 now. Lefty. Paul Osting, the switch hitter, on deck. Struck out looking his first time up. Probably taking here. And he is, and that's in there. Broderick, the catcher, didn't like the call, but it's a strike, 3-1. Grounded to first. That's going to get the job done. Runner comes home to score. Throw to first, covering nicely as Carey gets the out. RBI ground out for Will Broderick, and the Express reclaim the lead. It's 3-2.
Center fielder, number 10, Paul Osting.
So Roberts scores. And Paul Osting with nobody on now. That was a 3-1 put out. Osting takes in the dirt, ball 1. It is an RBI. One out. Good response here this inning for Strasburg. Osting takes inside, 2 balls, no strikes. That is now 74 pitches for the starting pitcher, Jack Carey. of those 74, just 43 for strikes, which is actually a pretty good ratio. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup, 2-1. Hosting the 9-hole hitter. And a hit by pitch, and pitcher saying it's a foul ball. Osting threw the bat and took off to first, and it's a hit by pitch. Yeah, the elbow guard sounds like it sounds like it's just straight plastic. Winchester signaling that the bullpen is ready. And now Osting is walking down the line, trying to flex his arm out a little bit. So I would say that he is being genuine, and that will be it looks like, for the lefty carry. If you can't throw up and in, don't throw up and in. And let's see. No signal yet. And that will be it for carry. Winchester goes to the pen with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll tell you about the new hurler right after this. Two outs here in the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher for the Royals, it's Aiden Jovia. Jovia has been really good so far this season. Swartz calls time, not sure what happened there. Bug in his eye. Numbers on the year for Jovia: 10 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 6, struck out 6, ERA of 0.87. So walks are a little bit of an issue for him, but not giving up runs apparently. Swartz takes in off the plate, ball 1. Colton with a base hit his first time up, grounded out to third last time. Here's a throw to first. Back in safely is Osting. So we can't close the book fully yet on Jack Carey. That runner at first, his responsibility. He goes 3 2/3, 1-0. Check swing, that was down and away, did not go, 2-0. Another check to first, and Osting is picked off. And base running blunders continue for the Express. Jovia comes in and picks off Osting, and we go to the 5th. New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the top of the 5th. Winchester looking to tie this thing back up, trailing 3-2. First pitch to Ryan Maxey, the second baseman, is a strike. He flew out to right, his only time up. New pitcher is Caden Takashi Trader. 0-1. Swinging a high fly to center. Osting goes back. Now he comes in. Now he goes back, and makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1 to start the 5th inning. Final line for the right-hander Cooper Moss. He went 4 innings tonight, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned.
Number 27, Zach Horton.
He struck out 2, and he walked 1. Solid outing tonight for Moss. So with 1 out, it brings up the 9-hitter Zach Fortman, the shortstop. He flew out to center his last time up, and he takes outside, evidently 1-0. Again, thank you to everyone joining us tonight. Saturday Night Baseball, North Division, Winchester and Strasburg, 1-0. That's inside, 2-0. Royals with their hunter green uniforms on. Cream color, numbering and lettering. Gray pants, green stripe down the side. Strasburg with their home camo jerseys. 2-0, swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him, had him out in front, 2-1. Not a lot of breeze out on the field. Flag pretty still out in left center. Hitters count here for Fortman. And he pops it up behind us, foul, 2-2. The 2-2 is also called a ball, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up here to Zach Fortman, the 9-hitter. Top of the lineup follows. Swing and a miss. Got him to go chasing after a fastball. And that is the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 2, Bodie Pullen.
Two outs for Bodie Pullen. Popped out to third last time. Did have a base hit. Stolen base and a run scored in the first. He takes up and away, 1-0. Takashi Trader sets, and the 1-0. That's down and away. Valley League standings. North Division, Purcellville leading the way. They're 9-2. They've won 8 in a row. Second place, Newmarket at 7-3. Third are the Express at 5-4. Fourth, Winchester percentage points behind at 6-5. Fifth place is Woodstock at 4-7 as that is softly hit up the middle, charging behind the bag. Roberts quickly throws to first in time for the out, and that'll do it in the inning. Front Royal 3-8, last in the North Division. 6 games out of first. 1-2-3 inning for the righty Takashi Trader. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Strasburg coming to bat, leading 3-2 here tonight. First pitch swinging here in the top or the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball and fielded nicely for the out, throwing out the second baseman, Colton Swartz. That is a ground out to short for the first out to start the bottom of the fifth.
Tanner Waldrop.
So Swartz goes down on one pitch. Here is Tanner Waldrop, the third baseman. He's 0 for 1, walk and a strikeout tonight. 3-2 our score here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Swing, and that's fouled back. 0-1.
Thank you all.
0-1. Jovia deals, swinging a pop-up. Shallow center, shortstop Foreman going out, and he will call it and make the one-hand grab, 2 outs.
The winner of that movie basket from United Bank is Diana Cruz. You can pick that up down at their pavilion. Diana Cruz, you have won the movie basket. Now batting the DH, number 22, Marshall McGowan.
So 2 quick outs here for Strasburg in the last of the fifth, and it brings up Marshall McGowan. And a grounded foul, just foul, third base side, 0-1. McGowan strike out in the first, single in the third. Oh, 1 to Marshall McGowan. That's down in the dirt, 1-1. One. That's in the dirt as well, 2-1. Strasburg looking to keep this inning going here. Don't want to go down 1-2-3 and let Jovia get into a big rhythm. That is popped up. He got under it. And playable in left for Jamie Padilla. Comes in and makes the catch, and the inning is over. Strasburg goes 1-2-3. We go to the sixth. Express lead at 3-2. 3-2 our score as we go to the top of the 6th. Winchester batting, and the first pitch of the top of the inning misses, ball 1 to Jamie Padilla. Padilla is 2 for 2, 2 singles. 1-0 from Takashi Trader. Inside, 2-0. Hitters count for the Winchester left fielder, batting second. Swinging a pop-up, that's out of play. Both teams are just 4 hits apiece. Offenses have been quiet. And just like last night, Strasburg with 2 in the first inning, and they led 2-1 after 1 last night and tonight. Two one misses, 3-1. Bertie Connors, the third baseman, on deck for Winchester. And Takashi Trader misses outside. It's a leadoff walk.
Third baseman, number 7, Brody Connors.
And now you have to expect that Padilla will be aggressive and on his way to second. See if Strasburg can try to keep him over there, potentially throw him out trying to steal. And for Strasburg's sake, hoping that walk doesn't turn out to be a backbreaker. Looking to get Connors to hit a ground ball here. He's hit 2 balls in the air, and he fouls it back on the first pitch, 0-1. Again, Winchester coming in tonight with the 11th best offense in the league, hitting just a tad bit over 200. But they're within a run here in a low-scoring game tonight. Been good pitching. 0-1. And that's in there for a strike. And quickly 0-2. Takashi Trader from the Lancers of Longwood University. He's out of Yorktown, Virginia. 6-foot righty, 195. Runner goes, the pitch misses, throw to second, and he is safe. Throw beat him, tag did not. And a stolen base for Padilla, and just like that, tying runs in scoring position. So Connor's just going to try to hit one to the right side here and get the tying run over to third base. But meanwhile, Takashi Trader looking for a strikeout or a pop out in the infield. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. That's going to hold the runner at second. Throw to first is in time. Padilla didn't know what to do there, and he nearly got himself in trouble trying to avoid the ball. Had to retreat back to second. Play was right there in front of him.
The DH, number 42, Cameron Tellison.
And Connor's unable to move him over to third base, so still a runner at second with 1 out for Cam Tellison, the DH. Homered his last time up off Cooper Moss. Tellison from ODU. Takashi Trader checks the runner and deals, and that is a bloop into the outfield. That's going to drop. Runner's being waved home. Now they're going to hold him. Here's the throw, and it's gets away, and now moving to second is Tellison on the throwing error by, I believe, Osting out there in center. So that takes the force away. It'll be a single and an E8.
Right fielder, number 8, Troy Davis.
5th hit tonight. That ball was just perfectly placed. Wasn't hit hard, but over everybody's head. So now Strasburg in danger of potentially losing the lead here. Second and third, one out for Troy Davis. He's 0 for 2. And he takes just somewhere for ball one. One 0. Swing and a drive to right. It's going to go foul. And out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Opportunity here for the Royals. Top of the 6th inning. 1-1 with 1 out to Davis, the right fielder. And that is at the plate foul, and it's 1-2 now. So Takashi Trader now looking for a strikeout pitch, try to get a swing and miss. The corners, or at least the first baseman Brown, is playing in. And the risk with that is if you have a hard hit ball over there to first, it could lead to 2 runs instead of 1. 1-2 now. Swing and a bloop into center. That's going to be down for a base hit. Here's the throw to third by Osting. It's not in time. Run scores. It's a tie game, and the leadoff walk comes around to score like it usually does. It's 3-3. So 2 bloop base hits here from the Royals. And they're in the driver's seat to take the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. And visit to the mound here. Again, both Tellison and Davis just hitting them off the fist. But good enough. Goes down as a hit in the scoreboard, or on the scoreboard. 3-3 our score. Still just 1 out, men at the corners for J.P. Williams. It was a great effort out there running into the outfield by the second baseman Swartz to try to make an acrobatic catch, but he couldn't get there. All right, first and third, 1 out in a 3-3 game. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball, and taking second is Davis. And the count is 1-0. So a run here in the inning and potentially more as Strasburg's going to go infield in here. So infield's going to come in, and again, the risk here is another one of those bloopers, and it'll be 2 more runs. Or something hit awfully hard. 1-0. That's outside 2-0. You're almost better off just putting them on, load the bases, try to go for 2 up the middle. With the 7-hole hitter, we'll see what they do. 2 balls, no strikes to Williams. And that's in there for a strike, 2-1 now. Two one. Inside 3-1. So last inning went very well for Takashi Trader, 1-2-3, but started this inning with a walk, then a ground out, single with an error, then an RBI single, and a stolen base. 3-1 to J.P. Williams, and he fouls it away, 3-2. I think if you're Takashi Trader here, you go with something out of the zone, see if you can get the swing and miss, and if you walk him, then you've got the force everywhere. Wouldn't be overly aggressive here. You know Williams is probably hunting a fastball to try to drive. Payoff pitch, swinging a ground ball foul. Third base side will do it again. Trader looking for a big-time punch out here. 3-2. Swinging a fister to third. That'll be fielded, thrown to first in time, and holding the runners at second and third are the Express. Nice play over there by Tanner Waldrop. So 2 outs now, and it brings up Cooper Harris.
First baseman, number 25, Cooper Harris.
Harris hit into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. He's also fouled out to the catcher. Strasburg will have 3, 4, 5 due up in the bottom of the 6th. They're hoping it'll still be a tie game. That's up high, ball 1. Trader trying to get through his second inning of work here. Cooper Moss went 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, couple of runs, both were earned. Walked 1 and struck out 2. Meanwhile, the starter for Winchester, Jack Carey. Here's the 1-0, that's in there. He went 3 2/3, allowed 4 hits, couple of runs. Both of his runs were also earned. One, swinging a ground ball to short. Roberts fields and throws. Bad throw, but making the tag is Sam Brown coming off the bag, and that will do it here in the inning. So the 1 run comes across, but that is it. And it kind of feels like a victory for the Express. They strand men at second and third after they got there with 1 out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We're back tied up. It's 3-3. 3-3 here in the bottom of the sixth. Quickly 2 strikes to Sam Brown, who struck out looking his last time up. He's 1 for 2. And he swings and pops it up in the right center. Coming in, pulling, hustling in, laying out, not making the catch is the right fielder Davis. And a pop-up base hit. That was way up there, but had to come a long way. It was in the perfect position for Brown in the right center gap. Long run for Pullen and Davis, so it'll be a single for Brown, his second of the game. You put it in play, and sometimes good things happen, and leadoff knock there. Here's Madden Williams. Check to first, Brown back in. Madden is 0 for 1, sac fly RBI in the first, hit into a 6-3 double play in the third. Pretty good lead at first for Brown. We've already seen one pickoff tonight. That's a strike, and unfortunately, home game-wise, I think we're averaging a pickoff a night to this point through 4 or 5 games. Oh, 1. And a swing and a drive to left field. Does it have enough? It does. It's a line drive home run for Madden Williams. His second home run of the year, and the Express reclaim the lead. It's 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Good swing there from Madden Williams. And he puts that swing to work here in this ballpark, and it works just fine for a 2-run shot to give the Express the lead. It was just a question of, was it high enough? And it was to clear the wall out there. So a home run for Madden Williams. Strasburg leading 5-3. And it brings up Eddie Castillo. Eddie looking for a base hit here to try to get back on track at the plate. And he takes down and away ball 1. Eddie has walked and struck out tonight. And Jovia, 13 pitches, 10 of those for strikes so far, but he's given up the 2 runs. 1-0. That's down and in the dirt, 2-0 now. Hitters count, 2-0. That's up and in, 3-0. For the Express, that is the 9th home run of the year. And again for Williams, that is his second. Now has 7 RBIs. Make it 8. 3-0 is inside ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Castillo. And now Baylor Roberts will step to the plate. He doubled and scored his last time up. So Jovia a little bit off here to start this bottom of the 6th inning. Both teams with 6 hits apiece. Strasburg with 1 error. Swing and a pop-up from Roberts. It's foul, 0-1. Baylor out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, batting in the 7-hole tonight for the Express. Castillo with a very small lead at first. He's not going to get picked off over there. Now he's going to step out a little bit, and the throw to first back in safely. Well, his initial lead was impossible, but then he decided to start hopping. More and more of these guys are hopping in the air, and it's giving the pitchers a chance to catch him in the air and throw over. 0-1. Swinging a line drive to left field. That's going to be another extra base hit for Roberts. He's on his way to second. Here's the throw to third. Castillo's in safely on a bang-bang play. Head first slide. And Baylor Roberts has his second double of the night, and the Express are in business. Second and third, nobody out, with Will Broderick, the catcher, coming to the plate. Another nice swing from Baylor Roberts, starting to see him heat up at the plate.
Now batting catcher number 1, William Broderick.
Padilla got it in, and it was close at third, but Castillo there. So now Winchester's going to go infield in here with Broderick at the plate. He's 0 for 1. RBI ground out back in the 4th. He's also walked. Facing a righty for the first time tonight. And he takes away ball 1. So a single, 2-run homer, a walk, and a double here in the inning for the Express. One 0. Swing and a pop up. That'll go out of play. Third base side. 1-1.
Please turn off foul balls to the train station. The exchange should be the free spot.
One. That's fouled back. 1-2. Well, Jovia looking for a big out here if he can get the strikeout. Again, infield playing in, trying to cut down the runner at the plate. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 out here in the last of the 6th inning.
Center fielder number 10, Paul Osting.
Brings up Paul Osting, who was hit by a pitch his last time up. The switch hitter will get to turn around and hit left-handed now. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Left field, it's shallow. Coming in and making the catch is Padilla, and there are 2 outs. 2 quick outs now after the Express got men at second and third. And now can Colton Swartz come up with a big hit here? Second and third, 2 outs. Florida's second baseman's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in the first. Big time RBI chance here, and just like Strasburg in the top of the inning, here in the bottom of the inning, this would feel like a small victory for the Royals to get out of it. But just allowing the 2 runs after a couple more were in a good spot to score. First pitch misses, ball 1. Winchester will have the bottom of their lineup due up in the 7th. 1-0. That's low, 2-0 now. Tanner Waldrop, the third baseman, would be next. Hitters count, 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. And similar pitch, but ball 3. Three one is inside, ball 4, and a walk will load the bases for Tanner Waldrop, the third baseman. And we've got a visit and must have a left-handed pitcher coming in. Or maybe he's not left-handed, but a pitcher nonetheless. Antonio Sansone from Felician coming into the game. We'll tell you about him right after this. All right, pitching change here for Winchester with 2 outs. In the bottom of the 6th, it's the left-hander from Felician,
Number 20, Dan.
Antonio Sansone, 6'1" lefty from Middletown, New Jersey. And he will come in a big spot. Bases loaded, 2 outs, facing the left-handed Tanner Waldrop. He's got one job here, and that's to get the lefty out. First pitch. Strike 1. Good numbers for Sansone. This is his 5th appearance. He's gone 9 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, just 2 earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a 1.93 ERA. And he will step off the rubber. The count is 0-1. Again, a big spot here for both teams. 0-1. Waldrop takes right there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Strasburg 2 runs here in the 6th inning, a 2-run homer by Madden Williams, but then they've had runners at second and third with nobody out. Now there are 2 outs, and they're still out there. You're hoping he makes a mistake here, and he fouls it back. Still 0-2 to Waldrop. Waldrop is an Auburn Tiger. First appearance of the summer. "0-2 is grounded to first and through for a base hit. And an 0-2 count, the ball's bobbled in right field, and 2 runs are going to score. 2 RBI single for Tanner Waldrop off the left-hander with 2 strikes, and the Express now lead it 7-3 here in the last of the 6th inning. Big time hit there from the Express third baseman. Castillo and Roberts both come in to score.
Marshall McGowan.
Moving to third from first is Swartz. It was a big turn around first from Waldrop, but he held up there, and now Marshall McGowan, the only member of the Express that hadn't come up to the plate here in this 6th inning. And that pitch misses. It'd be a good time for him to launch one out of the park. Really try to put a hurting on the Royals here in this 6th inning. Winchester trying to hold it right here at 7-3 and get back on the offensive side of things in the 7th. 1-0 to McGowan. That's down and in the dirt, 2-0. You want to be aggressive at first, but not overly aggressive. You don't want to get thrown out or potentially picked off here. I was thinking maybe if you got into a 2-strike count, Waldrop would take off and try to cause the Royals to make a bad decision. 2-0. Swing and a high fly down the left field line. It's crushed, but it is foul. And that had home run distance, but he got out in front of it, and we'll do it again. It's just a long strike, 2-1. It was majestic, if anything. Two-one, and that's a strike, 2-2. Two-two, and that's high. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Good at bat here, a good plate appearance from Marshall McGowan. Payoff pitch. Swing and a foul back. Payoff pitch. Runner will be on the move from first. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there from the lefty. Sansone getting the punch out, and that'll do it in the bottom of the 6th inning. But not before Strasburg scores 4 runs, and they now lead it 7-3. We're through 6 and off to the 7th. We'll return after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
Ryan Maxey.
7-3 Strasburg as we go to the top of the 7th. Winchester will send up 8, 9, and 1. Maxey, Fortman, and Pullen against the new pitcher for the Express, the right-hander from Virginia Military Institute, Noah LaFine. First pitch from LaFine is outside, ball 1. LaFine, a 5'11 right-hander out of Uniontown, Ohio. That's a strike, 1-1. This is his 4th outing of the summer. Enters with a 5.06 ERA. 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there on the changeup. Off the plate to the left-hander, and it's quickly a ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Maxey. LaFine kicks and delivers, and that is off the plate. Final line for Strasburg's Caden Takashi Trader. He goes 2 innings, allows 2 hits with a run. It was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1. 2-2 is high, 3-2. Final line for Winchester pitchers. Jack Carey went 3 2/3, started the game, 4 hits. He allowed 3 runs. Walked 3, struck out 5. 3-2. Swinging a pop-up in the shallow right. Coming in is Castillo. Eddie has a beat on it out there and makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Excuse me, and there's 1 out. Aiden Jovia went 2 innings for the Royals. Got roughed up a little bit. 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Here's Zach Fortman, the shortstop, 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. It is 0-1. Swing and a miss. Went after a high fastball. LaFine blew it by him, 0-2. We'll get to some history starting in the bottom of the 7th inning after we all stand up and stretch out for the 7th inning stretch. This day, baseball history, June 13th. 0-2, tried to go up there again, and this time Fortman laid off. It's a ball and 2 strikes. LaFine kicks and deals, and a wave and a miss on a breaking ball. Making quick work of the first 2 men here in the 7th inning is Noah LaFine.
Number 2, Bodie Pullen.
And back to the top of the lineup for the Winchester Royals. It'll be Bodie Pullen, the center fielder, 1 for 3. Grounded out to short his last time up. And he takes a strike quickly, 0-1. Two outs, nobody on, top of the 7th. Winchester trailing 7-3. Another breaking ball. This is fisted over the first baseman and down the line. Hustling around first and on his way to second. Castillo fires it in, but not in time. And another excuse me base hit from the Royals. Jammed like crazy, but getting it over the leaping first baseman Sam Brown's head. And again, extra base for the Royals. And Pullen now has a single and a double tonight. Good effort over there by Brown. He's playing well off the line. He had to hustle to try to get to the spot, but just couldn't get up high enough. 2 outs now for Padilla. He's been on 3 times, 2 singles, a walk, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. 1-0. That's in there. Pitch there from the righty from VMI, 1-1. Royals trying to inch closer here. And a swing and a foul tip. Held on to, no it wasn't. Went to the backstop, and it's 1-2. One, two. Swinging a pop-up first base side. Brown giving it a look toward the stands. It's out of play. Winchester a run in the first, a run in the 4th, and a run in the 6th. And ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Padilla's been a nice player in his collegiate career at Shenandoah University, and then when it comes to summer ball, he's been a member of the Royals for a few years now, and he always performs pretty well. 2-2. Swinging a high fly to center field. It's pretty well hit. Osting's backing up. He has room, and he makes the catch. And that will do it in the 7th for Winchester. LaFine strands the runner at second. It's time to stretch on a beautiful night at the ballpark here in Strasburg. 7-3 when we return here on the Express Baseball Network. Sam Brown leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Brown led off last inning. It'll be Brown, Williams, and Castillo against the left-hander Antonio Sansone. Express leading, trying to add on to their 7-3 advantage. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Brown takes a strike. It's 0-1. Sam has singled twice. It's also driven in a run and struck out looking. That's low. History today, baseball history on this day, June 13th. We'll get started in 1905. Christy Mathewson of the Giants, the New York Giants, pitched his second career no-hitter, beating the Cubs 1-0. One is popped up in the infield. Charging Fortman, charging Connors, third baseman, calls and makes the catch, and there's one out. Nearly had a perfect game in the big leagues last night. Jacob Mizorowski of the Brewers. He was
number 46, Madden Williams.
A single away. He allowed a single early to Kyle Schwarber. He then faced the minimum, struck out, I think it was 15, and he was still throwing 103 miles per hour in the 9th inning. Here's Madden Williams, homered his last time up. That misses 1-0. You just have to hope, can his elbow take it? And he throws, let's say, 100 pitches a game, and 70 of them are above 100 miles per hour. 1-0 is popped up, and that's behind us and out of play. Count is now 0-2. Today in 1948, an ailing Babe Ruth makes his final appearance at Yankee Stadium. 1-1 is ball 2. Today in 57, Ted Williams of the Boston Red Sox hits 3 home runs with 5 runs driven in as Boston beat the Indians 9-3. That's fouled back. Williams, who had a 3-homer game earlier in the year, becomes the first American League player to collect 2 such games in a single season. Well, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Madden Williams out of Sanford. Swinging a ground ball, sharply hit the second, fielded there by Maxey. His throw to first is in time. 2 up, 2 down for Strasburg here in the last of the 7th inning. And it brings Eddie Castillo, the right fielder, to the plate.
Right fielder number 7, Eddie Castillo.
Castillo, a couple of walks and a run scored tonight. Struck out swinging back in the 4th. And that's high, ball 1. One owes a nubber to second. Some side spin on that one and fielded easily by Maxey. And a 1-2-3 inning for the lefty Antonio Sansone. And that will do it here in the 7th. Well, we're through 7 and off to the 8th here on the Saturday Night Baseball in the North Division. Strasburg Express 7, Winchester Royals 3. We'll return after this on the Express Baseball Network. 7-3 our score. Kyle Gutshaw with you from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. Express leading as we go to the top of the 8th inning. It will be Connors, Tellefson, and Davis due up for the Winchester Royals. That is 3-4-5, and Noah LaFine, the right-hander from VMI, will keep firing for his second inning of work. The count is quickly 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Connors. Swinging a high fly to left field, but moving to his left, having room out there, and making the catch is Williams. Connors got that one off the end of the bat a little bit. Stays in the park for the first out of the 8th inning.
Now batting number 42, Cameron Tellefson.
Here's Tellefson. He had a home run back in the 4th inning. He's also singled and popped out tonight, 2 for 3. The pitch. That misses. All right, here's a crazy history fact on this day, June 13th, 1971. Alex Johnson accuses his Angels teammate Chico Ruiz of waving a gun at him in the clubhouse while the game is being played. That pitch misses. In an eventual 5-2 loss to Washington at Anaheim Stadium. Although Ruiz denied the incident and the club found no evidence of a gun, Johnson, not known for his diplomacy, that pitch just misses. He admitted claimed he was threatened with a firearm by the infielder during an argument that they had after being used as a pinch hitter in the contest. On this day in 1971, 3-0, and that ball is swung on and hit high in the air to left field. Deep, and it's gone. On a 3-0 pitch, Tellefson swings away, hits a moon ball into left center field, and hits it out of the ballpark. His second home run of the game, and it's a 7-4 game here with 1 out in the 8th inning. So Tellefson with the green light, and he didn't waste it. Second long ball of the game for him.
Troy Davis.
So with 1 out, here's Troy Davis. He's 1 for 3. RBI single back in the 6th. So the Royals, remember back to the first game of the year, they just would not go away. The pitch, swinging a sharply hit to first, backhanded stab by Brown, tags the bag at first in time. Heck of a play over there by Sam Brown. And there are 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Hard hit, but an even better play over there from Brown. He's made a couple of nice plays. Here's J.P. Williams, the catcher. He's 0 for 2, walked back in the 4th. Today in 1980, Pete Rose of the Phillies goes 4 for 5 to move past Honus Wagner into 5th place on the all-time list with 3,431. Today in 1988, in a 12-6 loss to the Yankees, Jim Rice of the Red Sox hits his 200th home run in Fenway Park, joining Ted Williams and Carl Yastrzemski as the only 3 to do it. The pitch. And first pitch to Williams misses 1-0. Swing and a fister. First base side, LaFine makes the running catch off the mound. Heck of a play as it was heading towards foul territory, and that will do it in the top of the 8th. Winchester, however, gets a run closer. Solo home run from Cameron Tellefson, his second of the night. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Strasburg leading 7-4. Strasburg 7 and Winchester 4 as we go to the last of the 8th. Express send up 7, 8, 9, Roberts, Broderick, and Osting. Roberts has doubled his last 2 times up to left field. He's also scored twice. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Winchester Royals. It's a right-hander from Shepherd University. It is Henry Anderson. And his first pitch to Roberts is swung on and fisted up the middle to short. Foreman charging on the run, throw to first in time. Good play out there at short. Roberts was hustling, but Fortman fired over in time, and one pitch, one out to start the bottom of the 8th inning. It brings up the catcher from the University of Virginia, Will Broderick. Final line for Winchester's Antonio Sansoni goes an inning and a third, allows a hit, no runs, no earned, no walks, and a strikeout. He did, however, give up some inherited runs. Those were on the line of Aiden Jovia. Broderick swings and hits one to second. Both teams swinging early and often now. Throw to first in time, 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. And here comes the 9-hitter, Paul Osting.
Center fielder number 10, Paul Osting.
To put a bow on our history, today in 1989, despite the relaxed balk rule that season, Red Sox pitcher John Dobson managed to tie the American League record with 4 balks in 3 2/3 innings in Boston's 8-7 win over the Tigers. 4 balks in 3 2/3. Osting looking for his first knock of the season. He takes low, ball 1. I don't know if Angel Hernandez or Joe West was on the job that day. Possibly. 1989, possibly. 1-0. That's high, and I don't know if Joe West was an American League umpire or a National League. I think he was an American League umpire. But he used to have that distinction that, they stuck to their leagues, and now you've got interleague play all the time in the majors. 2-0 hitters count to Paul Osting, and to the backstop, 3-0. Today, 1998, the first triple play ever completed at Dodger Stadium, turned by Darren Dreifert, Eric Young, Bobby Bonilla, who's still getting paid by the Mets. 3-0. And Osting takes a ball. 4-pitch walk. He's on for the second time tonight, and it flips the lineup back to the top. It'll be Colton Schwartz, the second baseman.
Colton Schwartz.
The pitch. That's outside, ball 1. Strasburg would love to get that run back they allowed in the top of the 8th. 1-0. That's a little bit outside, 2-0. Well, here's a big one today. In 2012, Matt Cain of the Giants throws the 22nd perfect game in Major League history, a 10-0 win over the Astros. 2-0. Colton takes down and away. Nearly had a perfect game yesterday. So close. Fortunately, they didn't do it against my team, the Phillies. Would have been humiliating. .3-0. Tanner Waldrop, who had a big hit in the 6th inning, would be next if Spores can get aboard. And that misses, ball 4, another walk. So back-to-back 2-out walks, and it brings up Waldrop for the 5th time tonight.
Now batting number 20, Tanner Waldrop.
Today in 2019, Shohei Ohtani becomes the first Japanese player to hit for the cycle in Major League history as he pulls off the feet in a 5-3 Angels win over the Rays. Hard to believe that Ichiro Suzuki never hit for the cycle. All right, Waldrop looking to help the Express cash in again. And he swings and fouls it off. Final history note. And this one is a testament of determination and never giving up. Coming up after this pitch. Oh, 1. That's down and away, or in. 2024, it took him 14 seasons and 320 other home runs, but J.D. Martinez finally hits a walk-off home run, doing it off of Tanner Scott of the Marlins. It was the third most home runs by anyone before a first walk-off shot, trailing Mark Teixeira, 408 games, and Jose Bautista, 336. On this day in 2024. That's our history tonight. 2 balls and 1 strike to Waldrop with Osting at second and Schwarz at first. Inside, watch out, 3-1. Well, if Waldrop can keep it going, then Marshall McGowan, who hit a warning shot home run last time that went foul, and then later struck out, would have a chance here. Gunnar Henderson with his 100th career home run today. (3-1). Swing and a miss. Or was that yesterday? Yeah. All right, payoff pitch. Everybody will be on the move here. Runners at first and second. 2 outs, 3-2 count. Pitcher is Henry Anderson from Shepherd, the batter. Tanner Waldrop from Auburn. He sets and deals. And that is hit foul, third base side, and we'll do it again. Anderson, a 6'2 right-hander, 6'2 righty, 195 from Weirton, West Virginia. Trying to keep it right here. The pitch. Ground ball, first base side, going to be a tough play. First baseman lets it go. Throw to first in time. Bang, bang play. Nice job over there by the first baseman, Harris, getting out of the way and allowing the second baseman to field it. And a big time out there, preventing at least one more run from scoring, and that is where we'll hold it going to the 9th inning. 7-4. New pitcher coming in, save opportunity. And we'll be back after this here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
25, Cooper Harris.
All right, we go to the top of the ninth here. Saturday Night Baseball from Strasburg, and the new pitcher coming on for the save here is Colton Starling out of Western Carolina University from Marshville, North Carolina. And the first pitch is swung on and missed by Cooper Harris. It's 0-1. So Starling will look to lock things up here in this ninth inning. Winchester down 3, 0-1. That's outside, 1-1. Final line for Strasburg's Noah LaFine. 2 innings, 2 hits. Allowed the run. It was a home run, no walks, 1 strikeout. 1-1 from Starling. That just misses. 2-1. It's a heck of a pitch. Two balls and a strike to Harris. Breaking ball misses. 3-1. This is the 4th outing for Starling. He does have a save. He's gone 4 2/3, allowed 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. 3-1. And he goes with the 3-1 breaking ball, and it's ball 4. Again, it's a good-looking pitch, but it's called a ball.
Second baseman, number 1, Ryan Maxey.
And now the 8-man in the lineup, Ryan Maxey, who has flown out to the outfield twice, right field twice, center field once. So they're going to go to a pinch runner here. Winchester is going to put in number 29, Brady Benavidez.
He's pinch running to first base.
So Benavidez at first out of Barry. And then Maxey still the batter. Just got to get outs here for your Starling. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him just as he did to the prior hitter. And then he fell behind. Wasn't missing by much, though. You can't blame him. I mean, he was right around the plate. 0-1 to Maxey. Swing and a miss again. Just rearing back and firing it by him with the fastball. 0-2. 9-hole hitter Zach Fortman on deck. Scheduled to hit next. Very small lead at first for Benavidez. Starling checks him. Widens the lead a little bit. The 0-2. Swinging a pop-up. That's going to get out of play, and count holds at 0-2. Taking another look around the Valley League scoreboard. Again, Charlottesville beat Culpeper 5-3. Harrisonburg is leading at Covington 15-2 in the 6th. 0-2 misses, 1-2. Woodstock leading Front Royal 3-2 in the top of the 6th. Purcellville leading Newmarket 6-0 in the 5th. And Stanton leading Waynesboro 1-0 in the 4th. Purcellville is on a heater right now. All right, 1-2 to Maxey. Swing and a pop-up again and out of play. Battle continues. Again, looking ahead for these two teams. Tomorrow night we'll be back here. It is a 6 o'clock start once again as the Express will be hosting the Front Royal Cardinals. Meanwhile, Winchester will be at home at 5 hosting the Waynesboro Generals out of the South Division. Long battle here, 1-2 to Maxey. And it goes with the breaking ball, and the umpire punches him out. Strike 3 looking, and that's the first out here in the top of the 9th inning. It's a good pitch there from the right-hander, Starling. Went with the soft stuff and froze him. Starling again from WCU, Western Carolina University. All right, Zach Fortman, he's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. He'll bat here in the 9th, and the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. We got started tonight at about 6:02. Oh, 1. That's away, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Breaking ball misses again, 2-1. We've got Fortman batting, and then the top of the lineup, Bodie Pullen, Jamie Padilla, and others. 2-1. Swinging a foul back. Starling coming after him. Fastball inner part of the plate. Fouled it straight back. 2-2. Zach Fortman looking to keep the line moving here for Winchester. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Starling climbs the ladder with the fastball. Fortman cannot lay off. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Back-to-back punch outs for Colton Starling, and the Royals down to their final out here in the 9th. It brings up Bodie Pullen, the center fielder, batting for the 5th time. He has singled in the 1st, doubled in the 7th. He would like to get on to bring the tying run to the plate here in the 9th, and he takes a little bit outside, 1-0. And finding the inside. Haven't seen a whole lot of pitches in there tonight for strikes, but good timing for Starling as he finds it there, 1-1. Both teams with 8 hits apiece. Strasburg with 1 error. 1-1. Breaking ball, he checked his swing, thought about going, but he doesn't. It's 2-1 now. Starling looking for a 2nd save of the season here. Still an out to get. 2-1. And that is fisted into left center field. Moving to his right now, coming in and making the catch. And that will do it here tonight as the Express hold on and knock off the Winchester Royals for the 3rd time in 3 tries, defeating Winchester tonight by a final of 7-4. Tonight's ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. One of the quicker ball games of the year. And the Express win their 6th game of the year. They're now 6-10. Winchester falls to 6-6. Taking a look at the numbers here for the final time tonight. Strasburg 7 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. And Winchester 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Big time 2-run home run by Madden Williams in the 6th. And then a 2 RBI single by Tanner Waldrop also in the 6th for the Express. Winning pitcher tonight is Caden Takashi Trader. The loss goes to Aiden Jovia. And the save, which is the 2nd save of the year for Colton Starling. Strasburg returns back here tomorrow night. It'll be a 6 o'clock start against the Front Royal Cardinals. And we'll tell you, and we look forward to seeing you then as the Express will look to win 2 in a row. We've got the Little Leaguers running the bases. Great gesture by the team standing 3rd base side, waiting for them to come in. After another win here in Strasburg for the Express, and they remain undefeated at home. They're now 5-0. And again, through their first 10, 6-4. Big win tonight for the Express, bouncing back after a loss last night to Woodstock, and we'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock for that one as the Express will take on the Front Royal Cardinals. Again, as always, it's a pleasure being with you. from First Bank Park in Strasburg. The Express win it by a final score of 7-4. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow for more Valley League action here in 2026. Have a great rest of your evening. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.